Joining us again this week, Mike Anderson, CEO and founder of NSBC Africa. Mike, welcome back. How are you?
Damian, all good, thank you. Hope the same with you.
Yeah, no, all good on my side. I'm really excited about today's topic. The pathway to success, it's a choice. You need to make those correct choices to move forward and some key tips in order to conquer success. It's a very interesting topic of discussion, how to live on the bright side of life. I think it's a lesson that a lot of us could use. From time to time, we do forget how to do this. So give us some insight into it.
Yeah, Damian, it's becoming more and more important. If you look at the most successful people in the world, this is creeping up the ladder to become one of the most important areas of moving from mediocrity to becoming super successful. And it all comes down to the kind of person you are and the kind of person you need to be to succeed. And of course, the most important springboard to happiness is gratitude, positivity, and wellness. And the biggest springboard to success is happiness. It's a choice to be grateful. It's a choice to be positive, a choice to be happy and successful. And that's really the point is, if you want to take yourself to great heights, you can choose from today whatever you need to do to move in that direction.
Now, most entrepreneurs often try and focus on certain things, but as us being humans, we do overlook things. How do we get insight into a few key factors that can transform, mediocrity and the struggles of life into becoming successful, into embodying success?
Damian, coming back to, if you look at the global entrepreneurs now, those guys have gone from zero to hero. They're spending a lot of time on this. Some people might think it's silly, if one can say, but it's becoming more and more important to focus on these key areas, besides all the other key elements that we always talk about, Damian. And the first one is gratitude. Gratitude is closely associated with optimism. And it has been determined that grateful people are much happier, more resilient, and a lot more successful. And the key to lifelong success is the regular exercise, a single emotional muscle, gratitude. People who approach life with a sense of gratitude enjoy the fruits of their successes, and they seek out more success. And when things don't go as planned, people who are grateful can put failure into perspective. By contrast, people who lack gratitude are never really truly happy. So if you want to be successful, you need to express more gratitude. Fortunately, gratitude, like most emotions, is comparable to a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger and more resilient it becomes. And over time, your gratitude muscle will become so strong that you'll attract more success into your life, not to mention greater numbers of successful people. Then point number 2, we all know this, a positive attitude towards yourself and others is a requirement to become super successful. You cannot achieve success with a negative attitude. With a positive attitude, you see the bright side of life, which leads to happiness and increased success. You become more optimistic and always expect the best to happen. If you look at the bright side of life, your whole life becomes filled with light. This affects not only you and the way you look at the world, but it also affects your environment and, of course, the people around you. So a positive outlook helps you achieve goals and attain success. It produces more energy, increases your faith in your abilities, and brings hope for a brighter future. You become able to inspire and motivate yourself, and importantly, others as well around you. You encounter fewer obstacles and difficulties in your daily life if you have a positive outlook. You get more respect and love from people around you, and quite simply, Damian, life smiles at you. And then the next key and final point, and this is extremely important, being physically and mentally fit allows one to face the challenges of a day head on and thrive in a competitive business climate. It affects how we think, feel, and act. The positive spin-off of total wellness is better decision-making, clearer thinking, reduced stress, increased self-esteem and confidence, a greater sense of inner peace, elevated resilience, tenacity, and creativity when faced with problems. So let's not forget the power of laughter. This is really important. I was talking to someone the other day, Damian, and they said one of the reasons why people get old, and they're doing a research now on the people, about 1,000 people who've reached the age of 95. Wow. And the common denominator amongst everything is laughter. So let's not forget the power of laughter. This is a highly beneficial and essential item to our health and well-being. And it is, in fact, our DNA and inner magic that provides many health benefits. Laughter enhances morale, resilience, and effectiveness, all of which contributes to a stress-free, happier, longer, and more successful life. A smile can work wonders. It can be the winning edge to the patterns of problems that we face daily, especially against stress. So to focus more on total wellness, entrepreneurs must exercise regularly, smile and laugh often, have a healthy diet, get more sleep, take more time off, and of course, have fun. And I always remember what Jim Rohn says, Damian, the greatest reward in becoming a millionaire is not the amount of money that you earn. It is the kind of person that you have to become a millionaire in the first place.
I really, really like the points that you've raised, Mike, especially the one about positivity, because that one really resonated with me in terms of when you're dealing with people and they're very positive people, it kind of puts you at ease, and it's very infectious as well. It just kind of draws you in and makes you want to know what they're about and get involved with what they're doing. So thank you so much for these points.
Absolute pleasure
that you've raised, and we'll catch up with you again next week.
You're Damian, a different angle, but important. But thank you very much. Take care of yourself.
Stay well. Cheers, Mike.
All the best.